You are listening to Twisted Morals Chapter 11, written and created by Jasper BlackLace, audio by Kawushi. Clementine's POV. When we walked in on those boys today, my heart dropped. They reminded me of my son, whom I lost 3 years ago. Not many people know of my son, as I refuse to talk about it. I have always blamed myself for his death, and seeing these boys alone and scared sparked my prior maternal instincts. So when I took them into the cabin, I gently checked them from head to toe for any kind of injuries. Neither of the boys was hurt, but they were weak and tired. I fed them something small before the talk with Sage, and sang them a lullaby to help them sleep. I guess my motherly instincts took over during my fight with Sage, 'cause I fought for those boys more than I had ever fought for my own. When I returned to their side, I cried quietly in the corner, and their soft snores filled the cabin. The next morning, I awoke to the younger boy pulling at my hand softly with tears in his eyes. "Brother?" he said with a tilt to his head. "I'm sorry. Michael, what was that?" I asked, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. "Brother gone?" He pointed out the cabin door into the daylight. I quickly looked around the cabin before standing quickly, patting Michael's head gently. "Stay here, okay? I'll be right back." I ran out of the cabin to see Sage sleeping at the side of the stairs on the grass. "Sage!" He jolted awake, grabbing hold of the pistol, swinging it in my direction. "What? What is it?" "Nick is missing. He ran outside when we were asleep, and I don't know where he went." What happened to not relying on me for help with these two? I looked at him with pure hatred before rolling my eyes, grabbing the pistol from his hand and running off towards the water. "Clem, wait!" I heard him yell after me as I was sprinting off into the distance. Thankfully, it was daytime, so I didn't have to rely on shouting to find him. I got to the edge of the water and saw him waiting in the shallow water, bent over, grabbing at the water in fast motions. "Nick!" I yelled in his direction. By the time I reached him, he was halfway turned toward me as I spun him fully around, scanning him for any kind of injury. "Did you drink any of the water?" I asked, panicked. If he had, I would have no choice but to kill him or leave him behind. "No, I was trying to catch fish to cook." He pointed behind him at the minnows swimming downstream. I let out a huge sigh of relief before I picked him up into my arms, pinching his nose. "Nick, I need you to promise me something, okay?" "Okay, what is it?" "No matter how hungry or thirsty you are, you will never eat any wild animal or drink from any outdoor pond. You will only ever accept food and drink from me or my friend and no one else." "Why?" "Because it will make you really sick. This sickness has no cure, and it's how your mommy ended up getting hurt." "Okay, I promise." He gave me a big smile and I giggled. "Also, you have to help make sure your little brother also keeps that promise. I have full trust in you, Nick, and I want to help you guys live a long and happy life. This won't be easy, and you will see a lot of scary things. Are you guys ready for that?" "Even if Mikey isn't, I will be his strength." I returned his comment with a sweet smile. We made our way back quickly and greeted Michael and Sage with big smiles and bundles of laughter. Sage sighed with relief and Michael ran over, nearly tripping over himself. I gave the boys some food and water, and Sage and I looked around for the bikes we had originally come here for. We ended up walking for about 30 minutes before we found any. but we found 2 mountain bikes outside of a public bathroom. We took one of the metal rods we brought with us and used it to forcefully break the chain holding one of them to a bike rack. I'm sorry for acting so selfish, Clementine. You were right. I was being selfish. Those kids need help, and I will help you do that. It's the least I can do considering all that you've done for me. What changed your mind? I asked so nonchalantly I think he took it as an insult. Which, honestly, I don't even feel bad about. I don't really know. All I do know is those kids need protection, and I want to help provide it to them. Okay then, I'll take your word for it. Let's get back before they get scared again. I hopped onto the back of one of the bikes and began to pedal towards the cabin. Hey, wait for me! Sage called from behind me as I heard him frantically climbing onto the bike to ride after me. You have completed Twisted Morals Chapter 11, written and created by Jasper BlackLace, audio by Koushi. We thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.